Grammar chapter number 10, that is chapter sentences. Okay, take it out. I think we have done the chapter. Did we complete the chapter? I have done it in class 7 for, I remember that. I think 7 Pine also I have done it. Anyway, you can always check the YouTube video if you have missed the class. But what I wanted to tell you is that question number 16, I had mistakenly written this as complex sentence. It will be simple sentence. Okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Before we proceed to something else, please change it. Okay. Question number 16 will be simple. And the chapter number is 10. So all of you please make the necessary changes. This will be a simple sentence. Other than that, everything is perfect. Alright students, do change this answer. Okay, fine. So today let us proceed with the chapter idioms and proverbs fast, and then if we get some time we are going to do the writing portion. Okay, I think you have letter writing, story writing. Please check your syllabus once and tell me your syllabus. Look at your syllabus and tell me. Repeat what? Repeat which one? Tell me what to repeat. Idioms and proverbs, that chapter. Page number. First, tell me what I have to repeat. Page number 163, I think. Idioms. Yes. Yes. Notice writing, letter writing and story writing. Okay, thank you very much. Fine. So, question number 16 will be simple sentence. Just this one. Just write simple sentence. Okay. Nothing else. I think I had written it as complex sentence. So, just change it and write simple sentence. Understood students? Okay. So, can we proceed to another chapter? Idioms and proverbs, I think we have started already. We have started? Yes. Okay. I have started in one of your classes. So, didn't you check the YouTube videos? No, you didn't check the YouTube video? Okay. So, idioms and proverbs, in this chapter we are going to find out about what idioms are. What are idioms? Idioms are expressions in English which mean something different from their literal meaning. Okay, we often use idiom in our, exercise A and B done, good. Akash has done the class then, good. In YouTube, yes, I know that. In YouTube I have already given the chapter. In class 7 for, I think I have done it. And today again I have repeated the lesson in class 7 Oak. So please check the video so that today we can do something else. Okay, I am just going to tell you a little bit. I am not just going to jump into something new without telling you anything about it. So, see, idioms are expressions in English which convey something different than their literal meaning. We often use idioms in our speech to make our speech more attractive. Okay, so we often use these expressions in our talking, in our writing, just to make it much more interesting and much more attractive. Okay, just like look at your book, there are 60 examples given of idioms. Remember to study each of them. Don't just do the exercise, study and memorize all the idioms which are given in the book. All of them are important, okay, and most of them you already know, like ups and downs. Ups and downs of life should be faced in a brave manner. You already know the meaning of ups and downs, right? Like the good situations and the bad situations, the good times and the bad times, okay, the success, the failure, like that. Then in a nutshell means briefly. Like this, a lot of different meanings are there which means something different from the literal meaning of the words, okay, they are called idioms. Now I have already done the 2 exercises. Do check the videos, and then also if you have some problem, like number A and B, both of them you are going to do in the book. Exercise A, number 1, with open arms means with a warm welcome, okay. Number 2, out of order means not in working condition. Number 3, a red letter day means a memorable day. Number 4, in a nutshell means briefly. So in this manner all the answers have been done, and you can do it yourself as well, since all the meanings are given in the book, and I'm sure most of the things you already know it, okay. So just try it out. And exercise C and D, as I have already said, they are homeworks, okay. Exercise C and D are make sentences which you have to do on your own. You have to understand the meaning or the appropriate expression, and then you have to make sentences of your own, okay. Exercise C can be done in the book, but D has to be done in copy. Alright, so I expect all of you will be able to do it on your own. Try it. If you have any difficulty, we can again discuss about it. Come to the second part of the chapter, that is Proverbs, okay. Proverbs. What are proverbs? Proverbs are some kind of a short saying which gives some kind of an advice on life or a general truth about life. Like a stitch in time saves 9. A stitch in time saves 9. A bird in the bush is worth 2 in the bush. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. I mixed up the proverb. So proverbs are also expressions, but they are sentences rather than simple phrases. They are sentences and they talk about some general truths of life. They often convey a moral about what is right and what is wrong, okay, what should be done. So proverbs are like wise sayings, right? Like the given proverbs which are given, a list of proverbs have been given in your book. Open page number 165 of your English grammar book. Open page number 165. Look at the proverbs and their meanings which are given. The first one is actions speak louder than words. I think this is a proverb on which you have even written something. It's one of the most common topics of essay or debate which comes. Actions speak louder than words. That is, what you do, what you actually do is more important or more convincing than what you say, right? Like this, a lot of different proverbs are there. Better late than never, like this, okay. Then clothes don't make the man. Haste makes waste. A lot of expressions, a lot of proverbs are given, each of them brilliant in their own way, and I assume you already know a lot of them, so you have to memorize the rest which you don't know, okay. So first of all you memorize it. Now come to exercise number E in your book. Pick out suitable proverbs from the list given in the chapter and write them for the following sentences. So tell me, let me make it an interactive class. Why don't you tell me the answers of question number 1? If you want to achieve something in life, you must work hard. You must work hard if you want to achieve. It's very simple. I have already seen, I can already think of the proverb for this. So you tell me, pick out the proverb. Pick out the proverb. Number 1 is very easy. Yes, very good. Yes, very good. No pain, no gain. Who answered? Shanchari has answered. Good. No pain, no gain. Okay, number 1 will be no pain, no gain. Do it in your book with a pencil, and so whenever I ask you the answers, you can tell me. Number 1 is very easy, no pain, no gain. Number 2, don't finish your work in haste. This is also very easy. Akash, you told, okay. Yes, haste makes waste, correct. Number 3, you need to practice the exercise. It's also very easy. Practice makes perfect. Is it given? Practice makes a man perfect. Yes, this one. Okay. And it's not just a man and or a woman. Practice makes, I'm just going to write it because it's given in the book. It should be practice makes perfect or practice makes a person perfect. Okay. But for this time, let's write this. Here man is used in the general sense of the word, not as a gender form but as a general form of the word. Okay. Before saying that the task will be difficult, you should try. Now this one, what will it be? Tell me. Yes, correct. You never know what you can do until you try. Yes, it's already written. You never know what you can do until you try. That is, before trying something, you shouldn't say, I can't do it. Okay, something which many of us have a habit of doing this. That means, just after listening to the task, even before trying it, giving it our best, we say, I can't do it. That's a very bad habit. So, unless we try doing something, we don't know if we are capable of doing that or not. Okay, that is what it means. Mona is wearing a beautiful dress, but that does not make her a beautiful person, and this is also very easy. Clothes don't make a man. Clothes don't make a man. Make the man, I think. Clothes don't make the man. Students, let me know when the class time will get over, okay? So here we come to an end of exercise number E. Come to exercise. How many minutes are left? Okay, good. So we can complete this chapter. Exercise F, let us do it verbally. Okay. Number 1, time and tide, wait for none. Time and tide, wait for none. Number 2, a rolling stone gathers no moss. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Number 3, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. Number 4, all that glitters is not gold. Okay, all that glitters is not gold. And number 5, obviously, a wise man turns chances into opportunities. Come to the match the proverb with their meanings. It's very easy. Actions speak louder than words. So it will be, what a person actually does is more convincing than what he says. Number 2, better late than never. It is better to do something though late rather not to do it at all. Number 3, practice what you preach. Okay, it means practice what you preach means do yourself what you advise others to do. Number 4, every cloud has a silver lining. It means there is a positive and hopeful side to every unfortunate situation. And obviously the last one will be the first meaning, that is Pen is mightier than the sword. Words and communication have more effect than war or fighting. Done, students? All of you, I hope you have written and you have matched and you have completed the exercise of Proverbs without any difficulty, because it's very simple, it's very easy, right? So I don't know if we get a class before the puja vacation, short puja vacation. Before I end the class, tell me if you have any kind of difficulties about the previous lessons. See, 2 chapters have been done in one of the sections of class 7 last day. Since we did not get a few classes in the middle, I thought that it would be easy for you if you just check out the videos from the YouTube channel. The 2 chapters are Trees and Chandni. Read it, understand it from the YouTube video. It's very simple story, it's a very simple poem. Even after that, if you have any kind of difficulty, in the next class ask me to repeat it. Okay, I'll do it. That means I'll do it with pleasure for you, but I want you all to write, try and understand the chapters on your own. Okay, by watching the YouTube video which has already been uploaded, right? So students, I don't know if tomorrow we have a class or not. Have a very enjoyable Durga Puja festival, but act responsibly. Remember to wear masks, remember to sanitize your hands, and remember all the rules which we have to follow. Act in a responsible manner. Remind the grown-ups also around you that you also have to wear masks, because we are seeing in our town that many people are not observing the required things, okay? But you remind them as well if they are missing out, okay? So thank you students, have a very good holiday, enjoy yourselves and let everybody enjoy, okay? Bye.